Hey guys, Bing here with another patch notes video. Patch 1.5 brings a fresh round of bug fixes and balance changes, directly shaped by the community feedback during playtesting. A huge thanks to the community for helping us fine-tune the experience. Let's dive right in. The main menu has been updated to now display the current patch number. Please reference this and make sure you have the correct micropatch installed. Some perk values were displayed incorrectly in the UI. This has now been corrected for clarity and accuracy. Next, some general changes to Monster. The meat requirement to evo from stage 1 to 2 has been increased from 18 to 20 meats. Pounce damage is now unified across all stages, dealing 90 damage every 0.5 seconds regardless of evo stage. The traversal regen perks have been cut from 30% to 20%. The feeding speed perk has been reduced from 75% to 60%. Thanks to the new wildlife spawn changes, monsters were speed evoing much more frequently. These changes should tone down the amount of speed evos and give hunters a chance to dome stage 1. For hunters, the hunter-based run speed has been decreased from 6.05 to 5.885. The run speed perk has been slightly nerfed from 70% to 68%. Hunters were moving a little bit too quickly around the map and needed to be adjusted. These changes should give a bit more breathing room to monsters. MG was doing a bit too much damage relative to how easy he was to play, and is having his numbers adjusted as a result of this. MG's total DOT potential has been reduced from 100 to 80 damage. The rock throw DOT has been increased from 25 to 31. The leap DOT has been reduced from 25 to 21. The charge DOT has been reduced, going from 25 to 18. And lastly, the flame DOT has been reduced, going from 25 to 10. This should make it so that MG now needs to land key abilities such as rock and leap and not just spam flame breath on hunters. A smaller change, Goliath and MG's Leap Smash VFX now appears 5 seconds before impact, instead of 1. This mostly affects high altitude leaps. Kraken's Lightning Strike has been reverted back to its vanilla ability. We will continue to look for ways to improve Kraken and potentially work on the Lightning Strike. For Behemoth, the roll knockback bug has been fixed. The knockback magnitude now is consistently set to 10. For his tongue grab, the cooldown has been buffed from 10 to 9 seconds. 10 seconds felt a bit long for Behemoth, so it's been buffed to 9 to see how it performs. Wraith has received several changes to her kit to make her more interactive to play against. The Warp Blast radius has been reduced at all levels. The Supernova radius has been increased at all levels. Her abduction bugs have been fixed. It will no longer deal damage when whiffing. It will no longer grab large wildlife like sloths or armadons, and now is far less likely to grab hunters when whiffing. In addition, the Wraith's health has been buffed by 1600 at each stage. This is about 3 health bars at stage 3. These changes are aimed at giving hunters more counterplay and having a semi-dodgeable ability in Warp Blast, while giving Wraith more direct combat power to compensate. Let's move on to the hunters, starting with Slim. His Spore Cloud now reduces monster smell range by 70% instead of giving 8% DR. His healing values have been updated. The self-heal has been increased from 195 to 215. His team healing has been reduced from 208 to 175. His in-cap healing has been increased from 201 to 280. These changes are aimed at making Slim himself more difficult to kill, while reducing his team-wide healing. Emet has received a nice buff to his tracking and responsiveness. The rocket homing speed and turn speed have both been increased from 30 to 40. The homing turn speed and laziness has been increased as well, from 10 to 20. He can now heal burst through his healing buoys before they're armed, meaning air healing is possible once again. For the boost buoy, the cooldown has been increased from 12 to 16 seconds. To compensate, the lifetime has been increased from 7 to 9 seconds. Sunny is receiving further nerfs to her drone. The time to full charge has been increased from 5 to 9 seconds. However, to compensate, the drone reload time has been decreased from 5 to 4.5 seconds. This change should mean that the drone has more uptime but less burst. Crow and Abe now slow enemies the same amount. The old modifier that made Crow's stasis weaker is now corrected. Jack's passive speed bug has been fixed. It now matches the run speed perk by default, and doesn't stack if the perk is selected, so picking the perk is now redundant. Hyde has been overperforming in the last patch, and is getting nerfed to bring him back in line. The flamethrower is now a battery weapon that has to recharge, a shift away from the infinite ammo weapon it was before. The flame DOT damage has been reduced from 43 to 33, and the duration from 8 to 7 seconds. We hope that this small nerf in damage will bring him back in line with other assaults. Parnell is also receiving a few small nerfs to his Super Soldier. Super Soldier no longer grants Quick Switch during the ability. The vulnerability has been increased from 10 to 12%, and the jump height buff from Super Soldier has been reduced from 300 to 250%, bringing it in line with the perk. Lastly, Blitz Markov has received some small buffs to his mine. The rank 4 mine damage has been increased from 1250 to 1450. The time to reach a gold mine has been reduced from 20 seconds to 16 seconds. And lastly, the mine trigger radius has been increased across all ranks. That wraps up the 1.5 patch notes. We want to give a special thanks to the community for providing so much feedback, and hope people continue to play and give opinions on the patch. If you're interested in playing modded, there will be a link in the description to the modded server, where you can find the download for the modded game and the patch. Special thanks to Weakest Trash and Storin for helping me with the video. Thank you for watching, and happy hunting.